And yes, you're welcome. It's a wonderful day today, a tantalizing throwback Thursday. Welcome to Prime Sports. My name is Austin Sorens, and this is where sports lives. Amazing highlights we just watched. Different. You see, if you talk to us, we'll listen and we'll do what you want. Just yesterday, someone on set actually said one of his favorite sports is volleyball. And here we are showing you volleyball highlights. We did note someone said handball also. We will show handball highlights soon. Anyways, joining me today to talk sports is none other than the requester of the highlights we just watched. None other than my co-host, co-pilot from the south side of Nigeria. I wonder who is going to be repping this season. None other. You can see he's already adjusting his shirt because it's in blue, so you can already imagine the teams he's going to be supporting. Let's make welcome none other than the coach himself, Umetu Dixon. Coach Dixon, you're welcome to the program.
I remember, it's not that I'm not as tall as those guys. Anyway, good morning, viewers. Good morning.
Fufu will not let you jump.
No, I've reduced fufu. I'm not eating fufu. I've reduced. I didn't say I stopped.
From 3 times a day, it's now once a day.
And if I don't have it tonight, let me have it here. Let me have it.
See, how many of the people did you see that look like you?
I will not play volleyball. Now, let me just watch.
What will you play? Shot put?
I will do javelin and discuss. Good morning, viewers. It's great to be here.
Morning.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope that viewers at home, you were entertained. And every time when we see those kind of things, so I bring it back over. We don't want to go this route.
No. It's too early. It's too early. It's too early to bring it home. We'll bring it home in the half hour when we are.
Let's just enjoy it. But we can see. You talked about infrastructure. You can see what this can do to young people. You saw young people. Not just you keep these young people engaged. You keep these young people engaged. See, you have those kind of facilities, indoor sports halls, all over cities. You now see that those evil devices...
Indoor sports complex of the National Stadium.
That one is now outdoor complex.
They have rented it out for all.
You see those evil vices, those things that come into their head. And
They say it's the devil's workshop, right?
Thank you. So you see, if they have this facility, you saw the crowd there. People that are engaged, the players, the actors themselves, which are the players, the fans that have gone out to do. So nobody is sitting down not knowing anything to do, where you now see something is whispering in your ear. What you're not supposed to hear, you're now hearing it inside.
Go on. Remove street lights.
Go and do iron condemn.
Oh my word.
All what I'm trying to say is that
all right,
sport is huge. It's not just... So federations like this should not think that after all, we have football, let them go and watch football. Do you understand? So we have people with these heights. I was looking at it and I mentioned the heights there. I said, okay, it's an advantage. I know if you look at the average height of people out here, we don't have it the same. But at least we can't tell me that we can't play volleyball in this part of the world.
You can, of course you can.
No. And so I've seen volleyball under 17, under 18s, I've seen, but I think we can do more. We can do more. We are not just giants of Africa. Every time I look at where I'm coming from, how the country was structured in the past, at this time, we should be rubbing shoulders with Europe in some things. We should be comparing ourselves and say we are, I won't call countries' name with due to respect. There are some African countries should be rubbing and say, we beat, you celebrate because you beat one African country, knowing from where you were coming from. You should be happy that you are beating Italy, you are beating Serbia, you are beating Japan. You saw those highlights, all those countries, we cannot even... Let's not go and meet them. So all I'm just saying is that we'll be talking about Nigeria, this week. We talk about federations. I think it's high time they wake up from that slumber and give much more, especially for the country, especially for the youth. If we truly... My daughter was singing, parents, listen to your children. We are the leaders of tomorrow. I was just looking at that. So if truly our kids are singing those children, we need to create that environment and that platform for them to be that leaders of tomorrow. That's when I was watching. I always like to bring it back home. I said, how can Nigeria be in these highlights? How can we be in that? How can we have these highlights?
I'm just watching and feeling good myself.
We need to be in these highlights
because it's yes, I know that yesterday I did say that we're not going to let down on this. We're not going to double pipe low or tone it down.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're only going to
say it the way it is.
We're only going to increase the heat, and we're happy that just as we are having this conversation on the show, we've had it for actually since the Falcons lost to Cameroon in the quarterfinals. We're happy that that conversation is ongoing, and it's only going to get hotter because word on the street is that they're trying to get the president involved and to see how he can get involved without damaging certain other relationships between the federations and the world governing bodies. So we are all for it. Like I was telling Coach Dixon, we are all for it. You see this thing that we're not going to stop until we see the kind of changes we want made. We have to hold certain people accountable.
Why this? I'm just looking at what is happening in the NFF because the eyeballs are set on them right now.
Yes.
And I'm saying, when are we going to be honorable as a people? Honorable, I've said that in the sense that do your own scorecard. The people in the glass house, do your scorecard and tell me that if you were outside and it wasn't you, will you praise yourself?
They'll tell you that, what do you want them today again? That is it them that let Osimhen not score in the game against Kunkotia? Is it them that made them lose penalty? They'll tell you, is it them that made Nadoze be all over the place in the first game against
Let me tell you how that works now. You have a household. That you don't provide power. When I mean power, electricity.
Okay.
Then you send your daughter or your wife is working without enough power, probably in the kitchen, or your daughter wants to trash something. She falls down, break a plate, or don't trash maybe dirt properly. And you sit back and say, I'm not the one that broke the plate now. Is it not my wife that broke the plate? Or is it not my daughter? Why did they throw the dirt on the floor? Didn't she? You didn't provide enough electricity in the house. So it's on you. It's not who broke the plate. Because if you had done, if the house was well lit up, the whole breaking of plates or the trash being dumped on the floor will be cut down to almost zero. But you didn't provide power and you are shouting, it's not us now. You didn't provide the necessary. So that's why it still goes back to them. At the end of the day, just step aside. It's not your. If someone else comes, what will happen?
Who is that someone else, Coach Dixon? Who is that someone else?
It's huge, but I'm just saying that, first of all, can you just say, yes, you gave your best. We thank you for all that you have done.
Thank you for your service.
But right now, can we just position another person that can, even at a point, Moses dropped the baton now and gave it to Joshua now. Is it the one that took them to the promised land last?
No.
He started it. You started, okay, thank you. Come and be going.
Is it stronger that caused it? His anger
this one is...
His anger issues.
This one is not what the anger issues. This one not what the anger issues. What I'm saying is that just do the honorable thing.
What's the honorable thing?
The honorable thing is to resign.
Who should resign?
NFF chairman, the SecGen. First of all.
But it's beyond... Okay, first of all.
First.
Okay.
I like how yesterday, you actually told, we were talking about something, you did some analogy and said that probably, I was saying that it's deep-rooted and there's some actors behind the scenes in different committees, maybe finance, in technical committees, in all that, logistics and protocol. Do you get?
Yes.
And you said something and I bought it, that probably is these two strong figures that have empowered those other ones. So if another person comes and cut down the powers of these other ones, then you fall in line.
Yeah, actually.
So these first two, I have to say, thank you. I've given 19 years of this to Nigeria. I've given 16 years. It's time to see if someone else can do it. If someone else come and cannot do it, you step aside too. But right now, we've seen that
There's a clip I want to play.
there's nothing you can do.
There's a clip I'm going to play. As soon as we have it, control room, just let me know that we have it so that we can play it. It's a reference from 2023. That's the same one. We've quoted it. I think I watched it again early hours of this morning, and I was like, maybe the viewers should watch it. Usually we will do what we're doing now. We will do on Friday, but because tomorrow we're going to have a toned down version of the Pure Dance game show, so we want to have full time for you guys to be able to call in and win. Tomorrow is going to be very special because it's a day before a special day for me. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway tomorrow in addition to Pure Dance own giveaway. So tune in tomorrow. So we will use today to do some of the things we will have done tomorrow. Tuesdays and Fridays we do Nigeria and Africa. So control room, just let me know when we have the clip ready so that we can play it. We need to hear it from someone who was there. I wish we could get the full interview, but there's no need crying over spilled milk. But there's nothing as sad. It reminds me of the days of COVID when Pastor was talking about don't take the vaccine. It's a scam. It's a pandemic. It's not real. And people were saying no. This. I remember someone calling me from the US. And he said, it's not true. My neighbor is a nurse. And they tell me people are dying in their hundreds. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, 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 blah. That's from the US. The person came to Nigeria. I took him to Computer Village. And I said, look by yourself and see. Does this look like a place that there's a virus ravaging this society and killing people in their millions? I said, does it look like it? By himself, he alluded and said no. But that's not even the big point. The big point is 6 years have come and gone. The head of the CDC was recently on trial. And he pleaded the fifth 111 times. He said, I choose my right to blah, 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 the fifth. So there's nothing as sad as being foolish. That's the only word I can say. To have not taken the advice at the time. Imagine how many people have taken the vaccine and blah, 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 and found themselves in a situation. And now you are seeing the messages of, I told you so, from 6 years ago. Now you have to deal with the consequence. Maybe you will suffer vaccine injuries, who knows? Or all the things that are happening. In the same way, bringing it into sports. Someone told us 3 years ago, before they went for the World Cup, that if you don't do... I listened to the conversation again. He mentioned Morocco. You said something during this AFCON, this WAFCON that just finished, that's Women's AFCON. You said something. You said Morocco is the best team in Africa. They have not won it yet.
Yes.
But they're still the best team. When they win it, they will dominate for a period. They will dominate for a period. Because there's something about growth that is built versus a status that is given. There's a difference. There's a difference when your growth was built. You started from the bottom. I almost sound like a popular song. You built something from ground up versus you just sat down there, somebody just said, oh, take this 1 billion, go and start this. There's a difference. In the same way, in that video we're going to watch, he said the first time he saw the Moroccan girls play and what they have, he attributed a lot of their success to their infrastructure. He said they've been putting investment. We talked about England. There was a time the English ladies were not doing well in world football.
100%.
The FA put £4 billion. £4 billion into women football. I've said this thing, I'm saying like 1 billion times on this show.
And in addition, the club sites.
The club side started investing. The women, they mandated the men's club to have female clubs.
Yes.
They mandated. Tottenham, their female club wasn't really in.
Even Man United.
They were not really big like that.
Yeah.
Until they were mandated that you must do this. So the bottom line of what we're saying is, if we want to see this growth, it's not enough to be upset. It's good. It's good to be upset with the status quo and say, you know what, we don't like where we are, we should be this. But it's not enough to be upset. You must make deliberate efforts to make that change. And you know what? Like you always say, you can't isolate sports and remove sports and say, okay, sports would be good, the rest of the country wouldn't. And this is the part that involves everybody. You, me, the viewer watching at home, the cameraman right here. You must make that change, starting with you. You must make that change. Where you should do the right thing, do the right thing. Because it's easy to point finger and say, panic this, goes out that. In your own world, you are the panic there.
Definitely.
You can't obey simple rules and regulations. You can't meet timelines that are given to you, but you're blaming the NFF for not filing at the right time. Where's your report?
100%.
On certain things that they've asked you. So at the end of the day, you see that it's a culture that we as a people generally have. And until we as a people change, because the question I keep asking is, everybody's clamoring for, even me, clamoring for change. Who are they going to replace with?